guys, so as it's exam season in the UK and possibly in other places as well, I'm not really sure, I just thought I'd share with you some of my tips and stuff for making revision less daunting, and therefore hopefully that will stop you from lacking the motivation so massively. FYI, if the recording isn't too good, it's just because I left my mic at Lewis's and I keep forgetting it, so I've just decided to record this on my iPhone. Oh look, I ran out of room. That's, yeah, well done, Leah. Well done. So hopefully some of these tips will help you guys out with revision. My first tip that I have for you is not to revise in a cluttered environment. If your desk looks a little bit like this, it's not really probably a desk that you should be working at. All it's going to do is clutter your brain, and it's just going to make it so difficult to revise, and revising in an environment like that is so ineffective, so you'll just end up wasting your time and stressing yourself out for no reason. The next tip that I have for you is not to revise in or on your bed, just because this will do so many annoying things for both your concentration and your sleep cycle. So it's just going to mess up quite a few elements of your life, which isn't going to really help. So this is not an ideal evening routine. It's not a good way to wind down for the night. It really will have a rubbish effect on your sleep cycle, really. However, studies have backed up the fact that reciting something just before you go to bed is the best time to do it to help you to remember it. So like maybe a light bit of revision that's not too stressful just before bed would be quite helpful. I'd recommend that, but nothing like this clip here, because it's not ideal at all. It's just going to lead to further stress. The next tip for you is that actually caffeine is not your friend, which you may be quite surprised about. Whilst in the short run caffeine does wake you up straight away, it's not going to leave you buzzing to focus on your revision. That's a terrible drawing. It's not going to leave you buzzing to focus on your revision, because in the long run it's just going to make you more tired. If, like me, you're addicted to green tea and coffee, fear not, because decaf options are always available. I can demonstrate here. Literally, decaf green tea has saved my life. Talking of food and drink, it's really important to stay hydrated whilst you're studying, just because this is really good for your concentration and just helps you to look after your own emotional well-being whilst you're going through a stressful period of time. It's a really good idea just to have healthy snacks here and there to get you through the day and keep your energy levels up. I did binge eat on a lot of chocolate when I was revising though, so I can't really talk. My next bit of advice for you is that if your workstation looks like this, just covered in distractions and things like that, then it's probably not very effective revision that you're doing. That's Facebook, by the way. I don't just look at Rick Astley memes in my spare time, just happen to come up on Facebook. So my advice to you is to get rid of all distractions. Put your phone, put your iPad, put your laptop away. Put it in a different room whilst you're revising, maybe even turn it off so you don't hear it ringing or whatever to distract you. Procrastinating like this is only going to make you more stressed in the long run. It's going to put you back in revision, and the little bit of studying that you do in this time is not going to be effective, just because you're surrounded by so many distractions and things that you're not going to be focusing completely, and it's just not all going to go in. It's just not an effective way of studying. I know it can be quite difficult in this day and age though to be able to get yourself away from social media. If, like me, you really struggle to set yourself free from all the distractions of social media, this did wonders for me when I was doing my GCSEs, and it was to set myself a 20-minute timer. So I would study for 20 minutes, and then every 20 minutes I'd give myself a 10-minute Facebook or Twitter break or whatever. You've only got to do that 3 times and you've done an hour's work. And talking of clocks, it's really important to have a really good, healthy sleep cycle whilst you're studying. And studies show that if you've got a load of work to do for school or college the next day, it's so much more healthy and effective for your brain to get up early and have an early night, get up early and do it, rather than stay up late doing it just to have that little bit extra in bed. The next thing I have to say to you is to keep all of your study books and equipment organised. Keep them in a nice organised drawer rather than just all across your bedroom floor. Have a nice organised folder. Well, check out that filming, that lighting though, and my fingers going in front of it, that's helpful. Have a nice organised folder rather than just bits of paper in the bottom of your bag just lying around. This will really help you to feel a lot more organised and therefore a lot more motivated to get on with your work. But don't be a stoop like me and get dividers that don't stick out when you're using plastic wallets, because that's really annoying. The next thing I have to say is use colour when you're revising, when you're making notes. Use colour. Just writing in black and white will look so much more dull, and you'll take so much more in if you're creative with it and make it look pretty. So use diagrams, use pictures. It will really help it all to go into your head, although I'm not very good at drawing. Yeah, never mind. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it or get any benefit from it, please do subscribe and give me a nice thumbs up so I know that you guys liked it. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Happy studying, good luck with your exams.